Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. Today we're going to play with our Multiverse character. Basically lately I've neglected our poor friend Multiverse a bit. Especially this last weekend, whatever free time I had, I pretty much played on the test server as opposed to playing with my Multiverse character. So I fell behind a bit when it comes to our poor Multiverse. So let's try and change that. So I have a bit of catching up to do. Like if I look at the, sorry, I don't see your comments just yet, guys. Sometimes it takes a while for YouTube to show the comments. All right, there we go. So hello, that Soul Guy. Hello, Grady Thompson. Oh, good morning to you to New Zealand. Thank you. Yes, you are first, Soul Guy, but you did misspell it, so it doesn't count. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I tweaked the look of my multiverse character a bit. Sadly, one of the drawbacks of having like a billion styles at some point in the game is that you want to use them all, and often you end up with a lot of really nice looking styles that you barely use. Like it's been a while since I used my nice, awesome coordinate backpack, which I love. Like you can see the little rocket exhaust behind him. I love that. I never really used the antimatter hands before, so let's use them for at least for a bit. So I tweaked the look of my characters just a little bit. Obviously, I'm going to try to use a bit my awesome Abyssal armor, the enhanced version of the Abyssal armor. It was too expensive to get not to use it a bit. So let's go to Central City for a bit. I didn't do. I started my daily missions a bit earlier today, and I had to stop at some point. So let's try and do our daily missions, and then we'll see what else we can do in just a bit. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I usually can answer your questions as I'm playing at the same time. For the teleporter for your base, you have no choice. You have to go to the marketplace and you have to buy it from there. It's the only way to be able to get the teleporter in the game. The marketplace doesn't want to load, so there we go. If you go into the marketplace, holy crap, a lot of lag today. If you go to base items, if I remember correctly, it was the last. It wasn't the last. That's a bit strange. They've added our friend Crypto. There used to be a pack that had the teleporter. Could that be it? No. Been a while since I looked it up, so oh, there we go. You could get the Industrious Amenity Pack. It gives you the teleporter, the RNA station, and the RNA vendor. Oh, there it is. I'm not sure why I didn't see it before. So you can purchase the teleporter. Can I see? It's for basically it's $6 if you're not a member. 540 if you are a member. But as you saw, you can either purchase the teleporter on its own, or you can purchase the pack with the teleporter and a couple of other amenities with the teleporter. Could have sworn the teleporter used to be $10, but I wouldn't be surprised if at some point they adjusted the price. Although they seem to be adding more options to the warp menu. Like right now, if you want to warp...
Thanks for saving me.
Like right now, you can warp to Central City. Oh. There used to be. I'm thinking of the test server. Also on the test server, you can also warp to the new map for the Superman event. So I guess the teleporter is still pretty useful, but they're adding options, I guess, for those who don't have the teleporter, I suppose. But sadly, the teleporter, you have to buy it. As far as I know, there's not an option where you can get the teleporter for free, as opposed to the other amenities. I'll try to show at some point. I've been promising that for a while, so I should probably do it this week. There's an option if you want to be able to have some of the amenities for free, as opposed to buying them from the vendor, from the marketplace. Someone is asking for Starro. Let's go see if there's people over there. Not really.
No more games.
The better option to do the Starro, go to looking for group.
That won't even scuff my armor.
And usually if you search for recent text,
Now you're just making me
you can find a phase where people are
Now, you'll
actually fighting the evil Starro.
regret that.
Although there's a few people gathering, and not enough.
Poseidon, give me strength.
This is probably something you should do on Thursday, right after the reset.
Nothing.
You look for people who need to do the Starro bounty, and that's the better option to be able to do. Not just the Starro bounty, pretty much any bounties.
I'd reconsider that.
Nah, there's not really anyone here either, so you try again.
You'll regret that. I'll show you the power of a king.
Sadly, sometimes it takes a while. No good. We'll try again a bit later, I suppose. So let's see, what other missions do I have to do? Hello, Hyperax. Salut, Hyperax. Now let's go for this one. Hello, cool dude. Let's minimize that a tiny bit. Oui, c'est vrai, Hyperax. Le jetpack peut aider tous les personnages à voler. Si c'est un speedster ou si c'est un acrobate, le jetpack va lui permettre de voler. J'ai une vidéo en anglais qui explique ça. J'imagine que je pourrais prendre quelques minutes cette semaine pour faire une traduction de la vidéo. Ou faire tout simplement une nouvelle vidéo. Ça va être à suivre. Right now, I'm not really doing anything. Basically, I've been neglecting my poor little multiverse. I haven't played the Deluge mission as often as I should have, and even the new farming for the new artifacts. I didn't do that at all. So right now I'm at 5 out of 10. I should be like at 6 or 7 out of 10 at this point. So I fell behind a bit with my multiverse character. So I'm trying to catch up a bit. Also, I tweaked, why not? I don't usually accept a blind invitation, but today, let's make an exception. At the very least, it will help to defeat 329 Staros. If you're wondering why one of us is only level 22, it depends how you set what gear you're wearing and how you set which gear you want to show. It could be that he's set to show his PvP gear, that could be his PvP combat rating. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Oh well. Ah, pas trop, Hyperax. Oh, you're welcome, cool dude. If I was able to help you subscribe, even better. We need all the subscribers we can get, and we need also all the decent players we could get. I was about to say good players. We don't really need good players. We need more decent players. Like one thing that often strikes me about whenever I watch other YouTube channels about this universe online, you'll see the guy making the video spend half the video calling people scrubs or stuff like that, which I don't quite understand. But anyway. Dans à peu près 2 semaines, Hyperax. Je vais faire une vidéo, peut-être ce soir, là-dessus, en français. Not sure why some people seem to think I speak Spanish. Could be because my thick accent. Your name is L lowercase? Just give me a second, I'll see what I can do. Oh, let's go see our friend. I guess our friend needs help with that. Oh, that's gonna be a tough one. Just two of us. I hope our friend is a tank. I've already done this mission, so I don't really need it. But if we can help our friend, oh, why not? And usually this is by far the most difficult of the bunch. We got lucky. Ah, the poor guy got knocked out. It happens. It happens. This is oh, our friend got knocked out too. Not really surprising. These are pretty tough. Even in a group, pretty easy for someone to wipe. Oh, see you later, cool dude. Oh. I just okay. Just give me 1 second. Elgis. Elgis. Ah, there you go, Elgis. You've been added to my list. I guess our friend is done as well. So let's go.
Grime is making quick work of the starospores. Interesting. I've never seen an organism with such a wide array of.
So let's see what else we have to do.
Well, maybe except for my uncle.
Obviously, you have to do the 300 and something staros. I won't do it all today. So let's go to the pool. Oh, you're welcome, Just Jesus. My favorite power in the game has to be Quantum. Although during the Christmas holidays, I was working. I was playing a lot with some tank powers. I played a lot with fire and ice. And I have to admit, I almost was tempted to switch to fire power. The main reason for that would be that using fire, there's a whole bunch of missions that you can actually play solo. Much easier to play solo with a fire character, or I should say with a tanky character. Although the reason why I'm saying fire as opposed to ice, ice you have a lot of shields that can keep you alive, but fire you can pretty much regenerate your health. So if you're just a bit careful with fire, you can pretty much heal yourself to infinity and beyond, of course. Yeah, I like Celestial for quite a while. Like my Black Lantern character was using Celestial. Basically, I was faking the Black Lantern powers using Celestials, and it worked well enough. Ah, the evil Electric Eye stole my objective. Can you believe it? Usually it doesn't matter if someone tries to steal your objectives. As a rule of thumb, you usually share the objectives. So whether you click on the objective or not, usually it doesn't matter. Sorry about that. For Rage, I had a hard time wrapping my head around the Rage Crash mechanic. Last weekend I played a bit with Rage, and I think I finally cracked it. So I'll try to probably make a Rage video or two when I get a chance. I guess I still need to experiment a bit more with Rage.
Thanks to you, we're learning more and more about these xenomorphic starfish.
Well, let's see if our friend wants to play the duo, or maybe he already did that. Oh, he did that already. I'm so sad. So let's give him a little thanks. Oh, he says yes. And let's give our friend a little bow, because we can. Oh, that's a pretty cool Aquaman. So let's start with the solo mission, and we'll work our way from there. For Rage, I was struggling a bit with the Rage mechanic. The combos were fun enough, although Rage doesn't have the infinite combo that, let's say, Green Lantern have.
Whoa, you got here quick. Color me impressed. Mara filled me in. Looks like it's you and me, braving the bullseye. Arrow and Lantern, their heart. Let's split up and see if we can hit this in the pseudo.
Eons ago, someone would ask me if I noticed the Black Lightning poster. Then wasn't sure what they were talking about because sadly, you have to click on the poster to actually know that it is a Black Lightning poster. Just looking at the poster doesn't really tell you. But now I know, and knowing is something. The difference is in the difficulty and the rewards. The event version is open to everyone. It's supposed to be the less difficult of the ones of the missions, but you cannot get quite the same rewards. So if you play the regular version, you will get better rewards than if you play the event version. That's the main distinction. The event version is so that everyone can play the content, even those who did not purchase the episode, even those who do not have the combat rating for the episode.
Looks like Mara had reason to be paranoid. Can you deal with these hatcheries? We've got to hurry. Starro is headed for the metahuman containment wing.
Honestly, I'm not sure. There is some gear that you can get. There's various things that you can get, but I'm not sure what the difference is between the regular version of the rewards and the event version of the rewards. Thank you, Uperax.
I need to make sure the rogues are still tucked safe in their bed.
Having a lot of styles makes it a little easier to be able to recreate the character you want, but also a bit more challenging because you end up with a lot of styles. And sometimes it's very tempting to want to use every styles. And obviously you cannot, you're more or less limited to 4 styles. Or 16 if you use your 16 armories.
Aquaman is a close personal friend of mine.
The only quick way to get quarks is to open a whole bunch of time capsules. Right now the better option for quarks would be to open the mega capsules. You get a bit extra quarks because you get technically you get 2 time capsules for free. But for the quarks, the only real way to get quarks is to open time capsules. And hope to get lucky. You're supposed to be able to get like 100 quarks if you're lucky from a time capsule, but 90% of the time you'll get 10 quarks. And sometimes when you don't get 10 quarks, you get 13 quarks, 17 quarks. So getting 100 quarks, I don't believe I've seen that yet. Or if I did, I haven't seen it very much.
The cell door lost its fuse. Hurry up and get me out and I'll lend a hand. Here, you. Give us our mirror cube, you dancer.
Happiness home lair? Not sure exactly. You mean you didn't get the lair just yet?
There's a sucker board every minute.
Usually once you reach, it's around level 14, once you reach the point where you can visit the Watchtower or the Hall of Doom, You can play the mission Happiness Home, and it pretty much unlocks your lair. Like if you look in your journal, do you have a mission called Happiness Home or something?
I'm no angel, but I'm not ungrateful. Time to repay my debt.
Get me out of here and I'll grab my wand and blast the bastard.
So if you complete the Happiness Home mission, you should be able to get a lair. Basically, it's the tutorial showing you how to be able to get a lair. But it's a question that comes back from time to time, so I'll try to see if I can make a video specifically about that. I have a couple of ideas for a few videos about some popular requests that people have. One of those would be like how to get the Nightwing sticks. I just thought of a way that I could make a video to pretty much explain how to get the sticks. And the lair is also a popular request, so I should probably do a video about that. It's locked. I'm not sure what you would have to do then if it is locked. Because everyone should be supposed to be able to have access to the lair. So you should be able to get the lair if you have the mission in your journal. The only thing I can think of is that maybe you don't have the episode for that, or not just the episode, but the bundle for the lair. But let's see.
Thank you, Flash. I knew you would not forsake us in this hour.
Like if we go into the lair, come on, come on.
No problem, Mara. You know any queen of Arthur's is a queen of mine. Out of all the fish in the sea, Arthur's darn lucky you weren't the one that got away.
Oh, joyous day. Fish humor. A trip to the surface is never complete without it. Pardon me, Flash. I have some serious.
Or would that be
matters
an
to
upgrades?
discuss with your partner.
Oh, sure thing. I'll be over here, soaking in the aqua.
The lair system. Maybe you're missing the lair system. That's the only thing I could think of.
The Drift has tracked rogue Atlantean troops to an ancient temple in the Ninth Tribe. We must... Wait, were these the Atlanteans responsible for the attack here? I know this armor. It belongs to Ocean Master's forces. Orm's insane jealousy for Arthur has always fed his lust for the throne, but he has always been loyal to Atlantis. If he is responsible, I must...
So that might be why. Otherwise, I have no idea why you cannot unlock the mission. Like why the mission is locked. Une mage sur le style. Hyperaxe, je suis pas sûr par mage ce que tu veux dire. MAJ. Une mise à jour. I think you might have her. Mise à jour, c'est correct. Je me doutais un peu que ça devait être ça, mais j'étais pas certain. For Game Update 82, I have no idea when it's going to come out. We know that it should be in the next couple of weeks, but when exactly, we don't really know. Oh, forgot to talk to our friend Mara.
This place is unfamiliar.
We can't go into the water. I'm so sad.
Temple, to whom I am unsure. These symbols are arcane. Scribed in
For Game Update 82, it should come in the next few weeks, but when, we don't really know exactly.
Ocean Master, surrender! It's over!
Indeed, for you, traitor.
Traitor, have you lost your senses? Do not allow your ambition to be the ruin of all of Atlantis.
Quaint, Mara. Clearly your skills for deception have not diminished.
To see Avengers Friday? I hope to see it Friday.
Queen of Atlantis.
Technically, I still have to see the game plan right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull it off. Believe it or not, I haven't seen Black Panther just yet. So I'm going to try to see Black Panther Thursday. And hopefully, if all goes well, I'll see Black Panther Thursday, and then I'll see Avengers Friday. Or if I don't see Avengers Friday, I'll see Avengers sometimes during the weekend. But the game plan is to try to see Black Panther first, and then to go see the Avengers. And yeah, I know it seems like blasphemy. I haven't seen Black Panther just yet. Sadly, sometimes there are things more important in life than going to the theaters. And sadly, I just couldn't find the time or the opportunity to see Black Panther just yet. And it's not like with Suicide Squad or even Spider-Man 2, or I should say Amazing Spider-Man 2. I had no intention of seeing those movies in the theater. But for Black Panther, I just couldn't find the time I just couldn't find the opportunity to go see it. It's something that happens once in a while. Like there is a Blade 2 that I was very disappointed that not to see in the theater. Like I was a big fan of Blade, and sadly when Blade 2 came out, I just didn't get the chance to see it in the theater. Sadly, it happens. So ideally, hopefully, if everything goes well this weekend, or this week and this weekend, I should see Black Panther and Avengers. But yeah, you never know what could happen. Ah, c'est correct, Hyperax. Mais je suis pas certain c'est quoi la mise à jour pour les costumes. Il est censé avoir une mise à jour pour pouvoir acheter les styles que certains de nos personnages ont déjà. J'imagine que c'est peut-être cette mise à jour-là que tu mentionnes. Well, I suspect it's going to be a bit overhyped. Sadly, they took what should have been a popcorn movie and tried to turn it into a movement, and it sort of kind of worked. So I guess I guess I'm a tiny bit worried that they're going to do like with Star Wars and go full SJW. Hopefully they're not going to do that with the Marvel films, but you never know. Ok, Hyperax, essentiellement ce que ça consiste, c'est... je sais pas si tu as remarqué, quand on a des feats, des accomplissements, on peut... Come on. Je sais pas si j'aurais un exemple avec ce personnage-là. Non, pas d'exemple. Alors, essentiellement, on peut acheter certains accomplissements à certains personnages s'ils ont déjà complété l'accomplissement en question. Ça va être la même chose pour les styles. Si on a un personnage qui a déjà un style en banque, tous nos autres personnages vont pouvoir acheter le style que notre personnage a. So let's see what's in the box. Oh, a mark of victory. Oh well. And then let's see what's in the other box. Nah, nothing we really need. Actually, maybe I need the shoulders. Let's take a look. Ah, pas trop, Hyperax. Thank you, Black Indian. The hand style, that's from the, I forget, I think it's from the Notorious time capsule? No, or is it from the Speed Metal time capsule? Give me a second, I'll go back to my base and I'll tell you for sure where it comes from. I have a brain fart and I just can't recall off the top of my head. And let's see, do I have the Conqueror shoulders? The reason why I have to check, oh yeah, I have them. Oh. I'm not sure if can I give the shoulders to another of my character? Cannot trade. Oh, I'm so sad. Oh well. So let's go back to our lair quickly. Is it the Paradox time capsule? It could be. Give me a half a second. I'll tell you for sure as soon as I look through. Holy crap, the loading time is getting worse and worse. Yeah, it is. It is from the Paradox time capsule. You can see the hands basically. The hands and the aura that I'm using right now comes from the Antimatter Cache collection. So in order to be able to get that, you have to open some Paradox time capsules. But it is the rare. I think it's the. I'm not sure if it's the ultra rare, but it should be pretty rare anyways. The better option would probably be to just buy it from the broker. Let's see how much it is. I haven't looked lately. But it was a bit, the price went up and down for quite a bit. Bad move. Okay. So just the aura itself is 40 millions. That's a little pricey. There should be the antimatter box with both, but somehow it doesn't seem to be there. So I guess in that case, then you would have no choice but to open some time capsules. Like you can see, you can purchase the aura, but you cannot purchase the hand. Like the aura is that pinkish aura around the hands.
It'd clearly go better over here.
But be warned, you're gonna have to open a lot and a lot and a lot of time capsules in order to be able to get those hands. Like, don't be surprised if you open 100 time capsules and still don't have the hands. It could happen. If you're lucky, you'll open 10 time capsules and you'll get the hands. But if you're not lucky, you could open a whole bunch of time capsules. So just be careful about that. I could have sworn I had some. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's worthless. I'm so sad. Sadly, the collections on this DLC have been pretty much worthless. And I can understand some of the rewards we get from those collections. I wasn't too crazy about those myself. So I can understand if people aren't really interested in those collections. Holy crap, there's a lot of lag. I'm just taking a quick look. Basically, I'm missing quite a few collections. So once in a while, if I see too expensive, once in a while, if I see some collections not too expensive, I'll buy them. And also, I'm still looking for Beyond modes. Usually, when I see Beyond modes at 200,000 or less, I usually purchase them right away. Nah, no beyond modes for me. Oh well. I still need about, I don't know, 10 of those to craft the enhanced version of the Batman Beyond style. Although I was a bit of a slacker, I probably should have had those by now. But for quite a while, I was doing a lot of other things than actually looking for modes. Oh well. So let's try the Starro Spreading Spores. Oh yeah, and in case you guys didn't notice, we have Tier 9 now. You can see at the top, we have Tier 9 missions. So basically, the Deluge DLC was the very start of the Tier 9 tier.
The bug.
Salut d'esprit. D'esprit. I don't think I've done this version before. Oh, I was scared. I thought our friend was leaving. I guess that's kind of nice that they added a random element to the duo. Hello, Aiden. Yeah, it is a DC Universe Online video. How do I level up fast? I probably should make a video or two about that. But the short answer is experience. I know more or less what missions to do to maximize the leveling process, if it makes sense. I guess I know which missions will allow me to level up faster, and which missions will sadly make it a bit slower. But also, the easiest way to level up faster is to be able to play with your friends. If you have friends playing with you and you can play group missions is what allows you to level up the fastest in the game. You can level up pretty fast by yourself solo, but it is a bit more challenging. If you try to level up fast solo, that is where experience really makes a difference. Hello, Whiplash. Well, ultimately, yeah, there's no real mystery to leveling up. You just play the next mission and the next mission and the next mission, and before you know it, you'll be level 30, level 40, level 100, level 200. Oh yeah, doing group missions is a bit challenging because yeah, people do quit missions a lot, and sometimes for very silly reasons. But it's still the fastest way to level up, which is why if you have a group of friends, then play with your group of friends. But sadly, if you're by yourself, then you have no choice but to play by yourself and hope for the best. You're stuck at level 70. At level 70, you have quite a few options to be able to level up faster. The steelwork missions are one of those options, ironically enough. But I should be able to make, basically I have a series of videos that I should be making that can explain how to, I guess we'll focus on steel. I have a few videos that I could make that show more or less how to level up a bit faster at various levels. So, but it's going to require multiple videos. Like I could show a video how to level up a bit faster from level 1 to level 30. Then a video showing how to level faster. Where's our friend? Oh. Then a video showing up how to level faster from at tier 1. Then a video to show up how to level faster at tier 2. So there is a few tricks that you can do. But I will require at least one video per tier or something like that. But when I get the chance, I'll try to make those videos. Let's give a little bow to our friend. Hello, Caris. And let's see what's in the box. Where's my little box? The box. Ah, a table. And a collection I already have. Oh well. And let's look around just in case. I haven't been to this version of Steelworks yet, so it's a nice surprise. The first few times I did the duo, I was a bit confused. I thought I'd misremembered. I thought I played this duo, but obviously I did not. But then I came to realize that okay, there is a random element added to it, and I think it was a welcome change. Yeah, I'll see what I can do about making videos about leveling up. Hello, Worry. The Venom trailer was awesome. I was almost tempted to make a Venom video today, but and of course, the video would have been labeled "We Are Venom." But the video was awesome. Obviously, the trailer was awesome. Obviously, it doesn't mean anything. There's plenty of bad movie that had awesome trailers, but it's promising. If the film is only half as good as the trailer, it'll be pretty darn good. Oh, I didn't see your message. Is that why sometimes there'll be I'll see that I got a message from someone or something, and then I look and the message isn't there. So I wasn't sure exactly what was happening. It could be that just someone put in a message and then retracted it. I guess that's possible. Oh well. So I think that is going to be it for today. If you guys have any questions, you're skeptical? Well, obviously, we had bad movies that had great trailers before, so there's no guarantee that the movie will be great. But the very first trailer we had like a couple of months ago, that was 10 kinds of awful. So that was very worrisome. But this new trailer we got yesterday, it was awesome. It was a pretty darn good trailer. So it did a good job selling the film. Like basically, after seeing the trailer we saw yesterday, I'm pretty much convinced that the movie could be good. We can now see the potential. Thanks to that new trailer, we can see the potential. The way they're going to play the duality between Eddie Brock and the Venom symbiote. Uh, and also the one thing that was very disappointing from Spider-Man 3 was the way they handled Venom. Basically, we had Sam Raimi, who was a master of making horror films, and somehow he could not make Venom scary. He could not make Venom sinister, and you have to wonder why. Because in Spider-Man 2, the whole scene with when Otto Octavius truly becomes Doctor Octopus, the scene where he kills all the doctors and all that. Holy crap, that was a freaky, scary scene. And if he had done something like that, like if he had done Venom half as scary as he did Doctor Octopus, it would have been a much better film. But somehow Sam Raimi could not make Venom scary somehow. But the trailer we saw yesterday, holy crap, they did a really good job portraying Venom. And again, showing the duality between the two characters. And of course, the very end of the trailer, when when the guy says, who are you, or what are you, or something like that. And then we start with Eddie Brock, who says we. And then it transitions halfway through into Venom, who says "Our Venom." So the transition goes from "We are Venom," that alone shows a lot of promises for the film. It shows that there will be a duality with the character, and hopefully a lot of depth also with the character. Well, Spider-Man 3, it's not so much that it was rushed. It's that the Sam Raimi did not want to include Venom in the film. He did not want to do it at all. And basically, it was an arm wrestle match between Sam Raimi, the director, and the producers. And the producers, in the end, technically the producers won because they got what they wanted. They were able to force Sam Raimi to include Venom in the film. But Sam Raimi was so against including Venom in the film that he made sure that it would be the worst Venom we ever saw ever. So technically the producers won because they were able to force Sam Raimi to include the Venom in the film. But in the end they lost because they almost killed the Spider-Man franchise by doing that. That's for that we don't know. We don't know how early will he be Venom. Will he be Venom right at the start? Will he be Venom? Will he be Venom at the middle of the film? Will he become Venom at the very end of the film in like the last scene? That's quite possible. It could happen that they stretch the whole thing throughout the whole film, and that we have to wait like 2 hours before we finally see Venom. If you recall, there was a Godzilla who pulled that crap. Like throughout the whole film, we had teases of Godzilla here and there, and it's only like in the last 15 minutes that we finally saw Godzilla. Hulk would be another example of that. The Hulk by Ang Lee. Holy crap! It took like 50 or 55 minutes before we finally saw the Hulk. It was pretty painful. So yeah, that could be possible. It's quite possible that we could have Eddie Brock, Eddie Brock, Eddie Brock.
Hands at a picnic, ain't I?
It's quite possible we could have Eddie Brock for like 90% of the film and only get Venom for the last 10 minutes of the film. It's quite possible. Hopefully, that is not what will happen. But the truth is, at this point, we don't really know. Oh yes, Jeffrey, we are Venom. Oh yeah, well already just with the trailer we can see that Venom will be much better than anything we had in Spider-Man 3. That's not even up for debate. Venom will be much better. The only thing is we don't know how much of it we will have in the film. But yeah, the voice also. Holy crap! the voice, not just the voice, but the way they tweaked it also, it's perfect. Like I thought they would use someone like the guy who plays Jigsaw and Saw. Like I thought they would use an awesome voice like that, and they did. Tony Todd is an awesome voice. He was voicing Zoom, if I'm not mistaken, in The Flash, and he has such a great voice. How to make the CW Firestorm? Uh, I I don't really have the styles to be able to do that, sadly. The Firestorm style is a style that is a rare drop, and I never got the rare drop. Even oh, I can show it to you. Like basically, I purchased the plan to be able to craft just the headpiece for Firestorm, and let me show you how far I am into be able to craft the Firestorm headpiece, which will be heartbreaking, I guarantee you. No, I went too far, too far. So right now I have one fused Drensium scraps in order to be able to craft the freaking headpiece, and I need, as you can see, 7 fused Drensium scraps. And if I look here, it will require a lot of Drensium scraps. Like I'm up, it takes 100 Drensium scraps to be able to craft one fused Drensium scraps. So it'll take me like 1,000 years before I can actually get the headpiece, and calculate another 1,000 years for each pieces of gear. And the short answer is that I don't think I'll ever be able to reproduce the Firestorm gear, but we'll see. At some point I'll try to maybe farm for the gear and hope to get good drops from the missions. But the truth is, I don't really know. I don't really know if I'm going to be able to. I guess we could end on that. I have a video that I was planning to make about Firestorm for the Atomic Aura. Well, for half a second I thought it was Jigsaw, but Tony Todd makes more sense now that you mention it. Unless it is, it's quite possible that it still could be the guy playing Venom. I can't believe the name escapes me right now. So basically, this is the first step into making the CW Firestorm, but I'm not even close to being able to do that. I got the Atomic Aura, or the Nuclear Aura, I should say. And I thought it would be integrated into the Atomic Aura, but actually it just gets replaced. Whatever aura you have sadly becomes replaced when you get the Atomic Aura. So it was a bit of a bummer. So if this is about as far as I am into recreating the CW Firestorm, which is not far at all. So I will see what I can do about trying to recreate a better version of the CW Firestorm, but I strongly doubt I'm going to be able to pull it off. Well, it's the crafting system. Like 1,000 years, I'm exaggerating, but it's the way the crafting system works. You need to gather like 100 parts to be able to craft one part, and you need like seven of those parts. So technically you need 700 of the parts that you need, and since you need 700 of it, the only way to get it is from salvaging gear, and you need to salvage gear from specific episodes. So you have to salvage gear from a specific episode to be able to get just a couple of scraps, and you need 700 of those to craft one piece of gear. They made it so that it would take you like 3 months full time just to craft that one piece. So it's a bit crazy. So for the Venom voice, Tony Todd would make some sort of sense. For a half a second, I thought that maybe it was Jigsaw, but then after listening to it, I don't think it was Jigsaw. But I wouldn't be surprised if it actually is Tom Hardy who plays both voices, and if they just distort Tom Hardy's voice to make it sound like Venom. I guess we're gonna have to we're gonna have to wait and see the actual movie to know that. So I wouldn't be surprised if the voice is still Tom Hardy, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Or I guess we could look on the IMDb. Oh well. So as you can see, I cracked and I got the scorching, well, the scorching material for the head and the hands for our little firestorm friend. I had to get it. I had to, and here we are. So that's going to be pretty much it for today, guys. Tomorrow, no, tomorrow is Wednesday. So Thursday, it's quite possible there won't be a stream. As I mentioned, I haven't seen Black Panther just yet because I'm a bit of a slacker. But sadly, sometimes things, more important things than going to the movies, happened, and I just didn't get the chance to go see Black Panther until now. So if all goes well, Thursday I'll go see Black Panther. Friday I'll go see the Avengers. And if all goes well, Friday we should be able to make, maybe I'll make a video themed around the Avengers to talk a bit about the film. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. So that's going to be pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. And also remember, we are Venom. Bye bye, guys.